one. But I don't know if it's a point guard. I like Jameer Nelson, but I don't know if he's a backup. But I'm not sure. They're missing something.
They're missing a point guard who, what I mean, Jameer Nelson is a good player, but he's a shoot-first point guard. They're missing a point guard, and they need a guard who can create his own shot. They're a good team, but they're not an elite team.
He's actually a starter. He'll come in. You know what he's going to do. He's in the game now. But who's going to be that guy for Orlando? Could it be 2 or 3 guys that they've got to consider? I didn't have to, say much, and we'll see how they come out tonight. As Keith Bogans, who is back from that fractured thumb, their best defensive two-guard, but he blocked that shot, but he it and then came down with a rebound.
He's got 6, Doug. Here's Lee with 3 over Bowen defending in the corner.
Well, this young guy's confidence is soaring. He got to play a lot of time. He's coming off a game.
Udoka didn't play last night. Jacques Vaughn didn't play last night. Maybe saving him for a little bit tonight. Here is a drive by Nelson right on a confused Tony Parker who thought maybe there was a little bit of a shove here.
The Spurs have been so cold on the perimeter, and there's that little attack mode I talked about. Jameer Nelson, who doesn't have great height, he's got a strong body, very confident. He wants to be a guard.
By Jameer Nelson out of St. Joe's.
Dwight Howard's done a nice job making Duncan shoot over the top of him. Here's Bogans right back again. He in and out on the first one. He had no hesitation to knock that 3 down, and you can see this game getting away from the Spurs. Kevin, it's interesting. The San Antonio Spurs, they don't get anything easy on offense. They struggle to get points in the paint. They don't get anything off the fast break, points off turnovers, so they have to execute and make shots, not turn the ball over. You're starting to see some fatigue set in right now. They got a 3-30
up by 6. And now they trail by, as you can see, 16 points. Rashard Lewis over Finley. Rashard Lewis puts down a 3-point shot. We've seen him work down low on the block, in the post. We've seen by the athletic Bogans, and here comes Jameer Nelson. Ahead to Howard. He floats in, basically uncovered because Duncan was trailing.
Well,
turned the ball over, turned one over right there.
See, run the floor. When you've got a big man with that kind of speed, it puts so much pressure on the defense because if Tim Duncan can't get back there, look, it's the guards back trying to protect. Too little to stop that.
Him now with 7 points.
That's a little jump shot again that Popovich said that he's been working with him to take all season long. And Jameer Nelson comes right back and had confidence with that young
like
guy.
Finley and Duncan and Parker and Ginobili.
Remember early in the season as Nelson once again knocks that 3 down. Parker's going under that pick, challenging him to take that shot. Nice job on Tim Duncan tonight, just forcing him to shoot with a hand in his face the entire night. How about Jameer Nelson? Got that little tattoo on his back that said, "All eyes on me," but we are watching tonight, Jameer.
Has scored all 6 points this quarter.
Well, see, what they're doing is they're challenging him to make that jump shot. They're going underneath that screen. Watch what Tony Parker does now. He goes underneath the pick. This time he just sort of levels off, pulls up, and knocks the shot down. Jameer Nelson, career highs and all this number, actually had a very good playoffs last year.
Turkey gets it inside to Howard. Saved by Nelson, drives into Duncan.
Notice how he got his body in there so Duncan couldn't jump. Greg Popovich is going to take a timeout. You know, Pop's been around a long time. 4 championships. He knows this team. He can look in their eyes. He sees the fatigue. This is not one of those nights that you get on your team right now. You understand this is one of those scheduling games. You just try to keep competing, maybe find something he'll work. But right now, the Magic, not 1 step quicker, but 2 step quicker right now. All the loose balls are going their way. After being 1 of 8 last night, but he can shoot the ball. He's a very underrated player. You heard Charles Barkley talking about it in the studio before the game.
Nelson, it's on Jameer Nelson. Lasers it inside. By Howard right over Duncan when he wants to dominate. Will there not be a better center at that?
Now all of a sudden they're putting the pressure on Orlando here at home to make plays.
Nelson drives inside on Tim Duncan. Nonetheless, it's still play by Nelson. Drives in on Ginobili. Oh! 2 big baskets. Nelson comes up huge there, and Greg Popovich didn't like his team's defense. 17 points for Nelson. 6 assists. Doug, he's had 17 points, but 14 have come in the second half from Jameer Nelson.
Well, he's hit the money shots here, too. They get it down to 6, and he all of a sudden hits 2 back-to-back, push it back to 10. Once again, it was a forced play, a turnover. Greg Popovich not...
Duncan picks up his 3rd foul. Lewis for 3 over Udoka. Well, Orlando, Doug, had missed their last 6 3-point shots. And Lewis knocks down a bit. Nelson, defended by Parker. Jameer Nelson has owned this second half for the Magic. He's got 19 for the game and 16 in the third and fourth quarters tonight. It was saved on the play by Gortat, who has collected 3 rebounds. The drive by Nelson. Oh, he has been spectacular. You mentioned it earlier. Nelson picks it up, or someone else just picks it up. That's a sign of growth in this team from last year to this.
Well, I think their expectations are up this year. In fact, it's championship or bust.
Play of the game.
Well, he came up with the key plays, Kevin. Excuse me, but I mean, just loose balls that he picked up and terrific in the second half. But San Antonio cut it to 6. This basket right here followed up by another one. Really.
A lot of people say Wilt Chamberlain, and I was going to ask you, where did Wilt Chamberlain go to college? As Nelson tees up a 3 over Vaughn.
Well, I know Jameer Nelson went to St. Joe and played with Delonte West.
For Jameer Nelson, he was absolutely spectacular in every way. And he is standing by with our Hall of Famer, Cheryl Miller.
Well, Jameer, the last game you played 32 points, tonight 24. You seem to be able to shift it into another gear.
Well, the thing is, teams go under on me trying to take away my penetration, because when I get in the lane, we have 3-point shooters, and, it causes a havoc for them. So, I mean, I've just been working on my game and, working on the things I need to do to make my team better.